Last time on Babs Bear Talk.
The kids came to work. Yeah, Jada's working.
Push that button.
No, this thing's locked in the back.
Okay, we're at Kaiser because Jada twisted her ankle.
Don't vlog this.
I don't see your face. And I'm praying that it's not broken.
You know, wait, I see it now. There we go. Okay, that brings it down. That's the logos, yeah.
This doesn't extend.
Let's keep it up, babe. At least your toes still look good even though they're dirty.
They're pretty ashy though.
Well, it's dirt, fool. George says they're ashy. Don't worry, baby. We won't show your face when you grimace in pain. Okay, let's see where my baby girl is. You gotta come eat it out here? Poor baby. Oh? What you say? What? Who was in his yard, Jim?
I see.
You see track marks?
Track mark, and then because I waited good, he lift up the soil and all.
Jory came back.
Is Joshua was washing his car or something?
No, Jory came back.
But Jory drove on the dirt?
Yeah, Jory parked on your spot and left.
No, not that spot, right? It's on the grass?
He's on the grass spot, but not that's spot. That's
Oh, okay. Look at him trying to think he's a tracker or something.
I gotta watch it.
Still in pain, babe?
A little bit.
Where do you want to sit? I'll bring your food for you. It's so bad. Hey guys, I'm heating up the rice right now for lunch. We're eating some rice and chicken. It's been a morning and a half. I got here and Joe was wrapping the pallets for the big job that we got through on Saturday. And then I had to stay on the computer for a webinar, a half-hour webinar for that thing that I signed up for with that one pastor for the $1 for the first month. And then I called him on a lark. Well, I called him because I wanted him to change what credit card I'm going to use to start paying for this program, right? And he answered the phone. He answered the phone, and here I am from when was the webinar? 9:30? From 9:30, and it's now 11:06. And I've been on the phone with that man the whole time. But you know what? I couldn't get off the phone. How could I when the man was giving me so much information for free? Oh my God, Joe printed the half a box that he was printing yesterday. And I'm like, we're going to have to, don't hit the table, babe. We're going to have to stay here late to finish these jars because I need the money. But this man was giving me so much information about, you know, things that I was doing wrong in running Bear Pantry Show marketing and things that I could be doing right. And I found out, I'm so upset. I found out that, well, I didn't find out. We suspect that the person that I'm using for my publishing is not being forthcoming with, you know, the sales that he's doing about my book. My book's available as a PDF. I didn't even know my cookbook was available as a PDF, and somebody else is selling it and making money off of it. So I have to call that man tomorrow and get some accountability and see if I can get out of the contract with him, because this is not flying for me. You know, for me to have to buy 50 books at a time from him to sell back to you guys, and then every man and his brother is selling my book. Jada's home. The ankle is probably broken. We won't know till tomorrow when she goes and sees the specialist, because by then the swelling would have gone down. She's in a splint up to her knee, and if it's broken, they'll put her in a cast. If it's mending already, they'll probably put her in a boot. She's in a tremendous amount of pain, and I really feel sorry for her because that little girl doesn't sit still. Joe, every time we go home and Jada's car is not there, Joe goes, where the hell she gone again? Where's she? Guys, I've been upset since Friday because of this Donald Trump stupidness. And let me tell you what upsetted me the most about what he said. The fact that he confessed. Do you guys realize that he confessed to sexually assaulting women? That's what he confessed to. And he's talking like, oh, it was only words. No, it wasn't. He's doing that stuff. He's been doing that stuff. And I bet you a whole bunch of crap's going to come out just like Bill Cosby. I promise you. The thing that made me the most mad about the whole Donald Trump thing, though, is that the pastors that I love on the door, they will not walk away from him. They're like, oh, it's only words. I'm like, you said that words are so important that Jesus called himself the word. So why are these words not important, what he said about women? And let me tell you, me and Joe know somebody that was accused of that. What he said he does, grab him by the you-know-where, at the job that Joe used to work at. And we've always suspected he was guilty, but we never said anything. And now that just came back fresh into our brains. And I'm like, I'm so PO'd that so many people can still, and you know what? I'm not even like mad at the common people, like the people up in Pennsylvania, Indiana, whatever, the Bible Belt states that are, oh, we're for him, blah, blah, blah. Because those people are, you know, a lot of those people over there are racist anyways, not all, but a lot. So that doesn't even make me angry. It's what makes me angry are the pastors that are just like, no, I'd rather vote for him than a baby assassinator. Hillary didn't assassinate any baby. The abortion laws have been in place since, you know what, 1960s? No president before her has even tried to change them. So what makes you think that they should change them? Huh? Huh?
Is that Jory?
Jory where? My Jory's handsomer than that dude. And I'm not here to like put my opinion on abortions or whatever. I'm just saying that those laws have been there forever and nobody has tried to change them. So why blame Obama for that, right? Let me see if my chicken's ready. Hold on. I keep walking away. Daddy, talk to people when I walk away.
I'm sleepy.
Your sugar dropped.
I can't talk when I'm sleepy.
He's not sleeping. His sugar done fell. This fly is bugging me. If my mom was here, she would say, go pitch by your mom. Go. Yeah, so Joe was just like watching me all weekend and laughing at me because I got so worked up over these stupid pastors. Only one pastor in my life, the one from the church I attend, he was the only one that renounced what Donald Trump said and did. Huh?
You ain't gonna get worked up over none of them, not me.
You're going to vote though, right?
I'm gonna vote, but I ain't gonna get worked up about it.
Well, you know what worked me up too? Billy Bush. Because it's bad enough that Donald Trump was saying all that stuff on the bus and he was egging it on. But when he got off, he took it up a notch for me because he told that actress to hug Donald Trump after knowing what Donald Trump said he does to women. He wanted to see that go down. He wanted to see the Donald score, like he said on the truck. So he should lose his damn job. I'm just saying. He pissed me off. And then, what's the lady name that took furniture shopping? Nancy O'Dell. Nancy O'Dell was married. Yes, she didn't give it up, but she knew what he wanted. I wouldn't have gone furniture shopping with that dude. I'm married to Joe, and I know this dude is rich, and he's making googly eyes at me because he probably was making his googly eyes at her. And she's gonna, I want to go furniture shopping. She's doing what women have done since time began, is use the men in the hopes that they're gonna get some, and then don't give them none and act like, oh, I'm better than you. No, she not. And I don't like her statement that she put out because it wasn't strong enough. But she couldn't put out a strong statement because she knew she was playing the game. My opinion, guys. My opinion. The other girl, the actress, she must be so embarrassed. Because yes, she's tall and beautiful and whatever. But you know what? They were just objectifying you. And I don't like for people to do that. Men, women, whatever. No. No. So this whole thing just had me just so ticked off. But I've been watching the YouTubers, how they drag Donald Trump through the mud, and it's been fun, guys. So as soon as we're done eating, we're going to go to the machine. We're going to stay there all day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish these bottles today, but the jars, I sure want to be done with it. The guy, I think he was trying to trick us, the customer. He told us he sent 2,700 pieces in. And when we started to do them, we realized there was a lot more. And then we counted and it was 6,400 pieces. He thought he was going to get away with paying me less. So now my money has doubled. So I'm smiling. Ding. Joe, I want that thing on the a sound on the computer go ding. End of the day, but I'm heading down to the front of the complex to pretend like I'm checking my mailbox because I want to show you guys that this truck came to pick up the items and didn't even make it because he got bogged in the dirt. Okay, so there it is. That's the truck. There are a lot of cars back here that the guy couldn't back it in. But I think, you know, a seasoned driver would know how to do this. Like Joe has a brother that drives trucks for a living, and he knows how to get in this place from every angle. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. But the truck is bogged in the dirt. Isn't that something, guys? So I asked Joe if he's gonna help the guy, and Joe's like, how the hell am I gonna help him? I don't know how to get a big truck out of no dirt. Can you guys see? Let's take another look, guys. So I think he was trying to back his tail up down the second driveway past the blue truck. That's what got a cuss out there. He's like digging in the dirt trying to find like something to... I don't know how he's gonna get that out. That's a big truck.
I don't know where you go over there for. You're not supposed to go over there. You're stupid.
I don't think he knows how to drive. He's on the phone with like his bosses or something and he is cussing. the man bugged the truck in at the soft dirt.
The driver cussing?
Yeah, the driver the cuss because he bugged the truck down in at the soft dirt. What we supposed to do, Ashley? What we supposed to do?
No, you carry down then you.
Me not get hired for driving no truck.
See,
That's your problem.
He drive it right there. Why not carry him there?
Big stone.
He come back while he just stand there.
You got some big stone. Jada's totally freaked out right now. Why are you freaked out?
Because last night before I went to shower.
How late last night? Like in the evening or 8 o'clock at night?
Right after Jory went to shower. So like
okay, closer to 8 at night.
8-ish going to 9. I didn't have any kind of bobby pins in my hair because I was in my PJs all day. And I just had a hair tie. I know when I put bobby pins in. And there was a bunch of bobby pins in the back of my hair.
In the back of your hair? And when did you find them?
Before I went to go shower because I was pinning up my hair so I could wipe my face. I was putting it up higher. And like,
you're 100% sure it wasn't in there all day?
No, it wasn't in there all day because the day before I didn't go to school and I straightened my hair because it was wet. And I had no bobby pins in there. I just put it up and went to bed.
Oh, and you even straightened your hair?
I even straightened my hair.
Okay, so I grilled Jory and I grilled Daddy, and I believed them when they said they didn't do it. So Joshua is still half asleep. You asked him and he said no. Well, I'm going to grill him when he gets up. And if he says no, there's a friggin' ghost in this house.
It's like the only one else I could think is maybe Colin, but Colin's right next to me the whole time. I couldn't even find pins.
We'll still ask him. Is he gonna give you a ride? Did you call him?
I didn't call him. I'm gonna just try to drive myself.
When did you let Daddy take you? That's gonna drive you right up to the door. And we'll come back and get you. It's only today. You're gonna get a boot later. They show your beautiful toes. I like your pink shoes.
They're orange, bro.
They're gonna give you a boot, baby. It's mending already. Huh? My poor baby. Pobrecita.
So they can't get in there, so they can't still park on the side. They know, but then they can't get in.
Alright guys, so see? That's where the truck got bugged in the dirt over there yesterday. And we don't know what time they're coming back. And all these cars that are parked, especially the ones over there in the dirt, they're parked illegally. I'm gonna have to call code enforcement today to see what can happen. Good morning guys. It's October the 12th, Wednesday. You guys know that I can't edit vlogs. Hold on, let Joe cross the street. I don't want to get hit, you know? You know I can't edit vlogs when I have to edit that Wednesday video. I'm so glad that this is the 13th episode and I'm taking a 2-week hiatus because that will give me an opportunity to record a couple of shows and keep them in the queue so that I'm not this against the wall. So I have a lot of homework to do pertaining to the coaching that I'm getting to grow my business, and one of them is to create an affiliate program with or an affiliate account with Amazon. I thought you wanted to see if the truck was in the back door before you went in. Yeah, so that any of the things that I mentioned that I like, people can buy it from my link and I can get a little piece of the pie. It's anywhere from 3 to 10% that Amazon will pay out, I've learned from my coach. But the 10% of course is not on electronics. So like if somebody goes and buys that pressure cooker for $99, I wouldn't get 10% of that. I would probably get 3% if they bought that. But that pressure cooker video is doing well right now, and I don't see why I shouldn't get some money off of that from the pressure cooker people through Amazon, of course, if somebody buys it through my review. You know what I mean? So anyways, I took on 2 sponsors. 1 second, Daddy, don't get out yet. For free. my dad and my sister. You're gonna see that the video that I put up for Joe's lemon birthday cake. And of course, none of them are paying me, but I wanted the practice of seeing how I can insert commercials in between my videos so that when real paying sponsors come on, I'm good. So I have to go in now, guys. Purple rain. So we're leaving Kaiser right now. It was like a 2-hour appointment. Okay, sweetie pie. Tell the people what's going on.
I have to have surgery
When's the surgery going to be?
Friday.
Are you scared?
No.
Tell us why you're scared.
Because I don't want to go under.
You're afraid of going under? That's a normal fear though.
I'm afraid of them putting that thing down my throat.
You're not going to feel it when they put it down. But when you wake up and they take it out, you're going to be a little bit sore. A little bit sore throat. So can you explain what's happening?
They're going to put screws in my foot. Or ankle. Whatever.
But the bone is not broken.
The bone's not broken.
It's just the ligaments. Oh my god, would he shut up? Is he playing that for the whole damn world?
How did you park there?
So I couldn't finish the conversation when I was at Kaiser because that stupid guy was playing his music for the whole darn world. Why do people do that? When I was younger and I used to play my stereo so loud, my grandmother would say, you're not playing it for you and the neighbors, you know, it's for you alone. So yeah, it's been a day filled with bad news. So what happened to Jada's ankle, they were showing us when they took the x-ray on Sunday. I know you guys are kind of confused because I said I recorded a show on October 12th, which is today, the cooking show that I'm going to release right now for Joe's birthday. So he showed where the way your ankle works, I guess there are some bones that kind of run parallel and the ligaments hold them together or make them even lap over each other a little bit. Well, on Jada's injured ankle, the ligaments are so messed up that those bones have separated. There's like a big gap like that, right, Joe? Like the Nile. It's so big. I mean, I'm not laughing at her. I'm so scared, guys. But in any case, she's gonna have to have major surgery. Joe tells me to stop saying it's major surgery, but it is major surgery because whenever you have to go on a general anesthesia, that's major for me because my deficiency is pseudocholinesterase deficiency, which means there's a certain drug of anesthesia that you can't have. And so because of that, because Jada actually may have my deficiency, and I say may because they tested her when she was a baby and they always wanted to do a different test when she got older, but they never did it. So because her score was so low when they tested her back then, they're going to intubate her, you know, so that she doesn't have any trouble with breathing. So it's a very scary surgery that she's going to have to go for on Friday. And I'm not taking this lightly. Soliciting prayers from everywhere, and she's very nervous. She's gonna go through a long recovery, 6 months. She's gonna have to have therapy. She's gonna be in a splint. Is it a splint? It's a splint, right? It's a splint first, and then a cast, and then a boot. Are you nervous, babe? He's never nervous about anything. God sure gave me the right husband, because when I get scared and I started to tremble when I was at the hospital. I started to feel cold. I trembled. I really started to worry, but I didn't want her to see that because she was just like trying to hold back her tears.
Yeah. Well, good.
Good.
It'd be good to work out in.
You can wear, or he can just wear it comfortable. Or work out.
White mommy had to come pray for baby girl.
Yes, and wait.
And white daddy came
Kiss
too.
her little toe. Her dirty
Don't kiss those
to do
stinky
it.
toes, Leah. White
I
people.
wiped it down without
White people.
No, I was off today. I worked Monday and I took today off.
Well, Josh came. Leah brought our coloring book.
Yes, because they're fun to do. You know, especially since
Leah, did you tell me you had a surgery like that?
I didn't have. I
cool.
tore my tendons and was out for a long time. I didn't do surgery, but I was out.
Okay.
Kevin had a knee surgery.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Kevin had knee surgery and was
Back
off
from school?
for a long time. I've had many of other surgeries.
Knee
but
surgery is worse because then you can't poop.
Well, he had actually.
We
got Canada.
It was actually this surgery here.
Old rocker.
He messed up this tendon here.
So old, only rocking. And someone gave his chair a push. Let's see. At least you're still rocking. Look at the old man. Yeah, you're bad.
I know.
It's almost 11 o'clock, the night of Joe's birthday. I just went to my phone to call my good friend Linda to ask her to pray for Jada's surgery that she's going to have on Friday. And then I ran to go get Joshua because I couldn't breathe. And he helped me decipher it, and I found out my friend died yesterday. It's about 7 o'clock Thursday morning, October the 13th. So I came to the morning manna prayer thing at the church, the thing that starts at 6 o'clock, because I'm still reeling from the news that my friend is dead. I mean, I had to go back. Everybody was like half dozed off last night when I found out she was dead. Only Joshua was up, and he had to come and help me read the Facebook posts because nobody was saying R.I.P. or rest in peace, so I wasn't sure that she was dead. I even called her phone, heard her voice on the voicemail. I'm like, Linda, call me back. And it is a shock for me. I don't know how she died. Let me get my sunglasses, guys. I don't know how she died. I know throughout the years that I've known her for 10 years, and throughout the years that I've known her, she's had a lot of health issues. But like all of us with health issues, she was doing good lately. You know, she came there on the second day that we started the bottles that we were doing, the large order. So I think we started that order on a Friday, and the second day would have been the Monday. So like around October 3rd. So it would have been maybe September 30th or October 3rd. She came to the shop and she showed up out of nowhere, and she's all like, open the door, let me in. And normally Joe would be kind of grumpy, and he would say, man, you know, they came right at the bad moment when we need to get this stuff done, because that's what our friends tend to do. You know, friends tend to just show up at the shop when they haven't seen or heard from us in a while, and they know we own the shop and everything, so they show up on a lark hoping that we will have time to spend with them. And sometimes we have but maybe 10 minutes to spend with them. But Joe was very lenient that day, and he says, go spend an hour with her in the office and I'll pack some of these bottles. And he stayed on the floor and he packed, and I went in there with her. And she belonged to a church for many years that's called Sabbath Keepers. So what the church was about is that they were adamant that they were going to keep the Sabbath on a Saturday. So just like the Jews, when the sun sets on Friday till the sun sets on Saturday, they didn't do any kind of work. They were strict about it. She was strict about it. And she was a barber. So she lost a lot of money on Saturdays to stay strict to that rule. And so then eventually she joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And I didn't like that she joined that church, because I really feel in my heart that church has become kind of cultish. I liked her other church better, and I liked her pastor at the other church. But she wanted to join a big church because she felt like she could get out and do more stuff for Jesus. Like she drove the church bus to pick up the the people who didn't have a ride to church and stuff like that, she would give them free haircuts because she was a barber. And I'm sorry guys, that thing is barking again. Joe, can we shut that off? Sometimes it just won't even shut up. So she was a person that loved to pray. So when I discovered yesterday that Jada's gonna need this major surgery, of course I'm gonna call my prayer warrior. But I waited for the end. I see Leah came over right away. Leah's a pastor, you know. Leah's a pastor. But Leah came over right away, and she and Kevin came and they prayed, and you know, she's gonna come back with blessed oil and everything, because I don't take surgery for granted ever. You know, I always feel like you have to be in much prayer while somebody's under surgery, and they're gonna intubate my baby, which means they're gonna put her on a breathing tube, and it's a very scary situation for us. But I left Linda for the last, because Linda's not the kind of person that you call and say, would you pray for me, sweetie? This is what I need. And then she'll say, okay, I'll pray for you, and you get off the phone. Oh no, she's gonna say, let's pray. And she never says pray, she says, let's pray. You know, so I don't know why she says it that way. And so she used to pray for my mom so many times. My mom would say, would you call pra and tell her to pray for me? My mom would call her pra. And she's prayed for numerous family members. She's prayed for my cousin Cindy, for my cousin Susie, and they've gotten results. And so I was devastated, and I was texting them late last night, and they're on the East Coast, so they got the news when they woke up in the morning, and they're like, no. And I said, well, that's how I feel when I went to Facebook and saw that she's gone. I don't even know how she died. I'm assuming it's a health issue, like she had a heart attack or a stroke, but she could have very well been in a car crash. I don't know. That's the part that's eating me alive right now, is that I don't know how she died. All I know is that she died on October the 11th, and I saw it last night, October the 12th. She has one son. I know the son ever since he was little. I've known Linda since 2006. The son is the same age of Jada, so he's 20. And I've known Linda for 10 years, so I've known her son since he was 10. I don't have contact with him. I don't even know what his Facebook is. And I've met her mom a couple of times. The mom used to make me a birthday cake every year. It was a carrot cake that Linda would force her to make for me every year, because I love carrot cake for my birthday. But she stopped making it after I learned how to make the carrot cake. And tomorrow is Linda's birthday. And when she came on October the 3rd, I told her, you know, when I'm done with this job and I get paid, I'm gonna cut you off a little piece, because I give my tithe to her, because she prays for me all the time. I don't give the whole tithe, but I give some of it. And I knew her birthday was gonna be right at the time that we got paid, because I think the check's gonna come today. And even after she stopped doing barbering and she drove truck for a while, when she came back into barbering, she didn't have the money to buy back her expensive clippers. And I sowed that seed with her. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna buy your clippers, boo. We used to call each other boo. You know, that's the only woman that could call me boo. You know, it's like, and she, you know, she always treasured it. She treasured that clipper more than any other clipper she's ever had, and any clipper she's had after that one. You know, because they go through it pretty fast. And she says, because you came out for me when nobody else did. And she knows we are broke from time to time. Sometimes we're as broke as she is from time to time, you know. So it's a rough day again. This is the 4th loved one that I've lost this year. You know, first one was Uncle on March the 1st. The second one was Louise on March the 24th, Mommy's birthday. Mommy was June 7th, and now Linda's October the 11th. She didn't even make it to her birthday. I think she was gonna be maybe 53 or 54. She wasn't old. She wasn't old, you know? She did have diabetes. That's why I'm thinking maybe heart attack or stroke. But she had that diabetes under control with her meds. I don't know. I put on Facebook on her page, would somebody please share how she passed and how to get in touch with the family, because I promised myself I wasn't going to go to any more funerals this year, but I have to go to this one. I can't bypass this one. So you guys pray for Jada, okay? I'm going to finish editing this vlog, upload it, and I'm going to start a new one tomorrow when Jada's in the surgery, and I'm going to be there just praying the whole time. I love you guys so much.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay guys, see, I'm doing it.